I play football. Rocco was one of my teammates, and I really had a desire and even a vision from the Lord to just start a group and sit down and read the Bible. And I remember seeing a vision, a literal vision of me sitting down at a table after one of our practices with my teammates around me and just opening up our Bibles and reading. And I acted on that, and I started by inviting them to just come and read the Word. And that's when I started using Jesus Disciple. It was really helpful as a new leader because it gave me a schedule and it gave me something that I could look to when I didn't know how to lead, or I didn't know how to break down the meetings or give them questions or next steps even to do. So Jesus Disciple helped me in starting my group, and it helped me in learning how to set up a meeting or how to invite people and bring them all together and read the Bible together. And even just a plan, I used the plans to give them something to read when they went home, not just telling them, just read whatever, but giving them something, a list of things to do was really helpful for them, especially as new believers. We wanted to start our group again, and that's when I started leading with Rocco and one of my other friends named Noah, and we restarted our group, inviting, football players and cheerleaders and anyone who wanted to come. And we went to Rocco's house and in his backyard, and we started to incorporate worship and incorporate prayer and little messages and things like that, and adding on to the schedule that we had already been doing before. We were luckily able to baptize 10 high schoolers in one night. We were just in worship that night, and Rocco said he felt the Lord say, hey, let's do baptisms. Let's do a baptism night. So we went in his pool. It wasn't heated. It was a little cold, but we got in, and little by little, people were a little scared at first, but one person said, yeah, I want to do it. Another person said, I want to do it. We ended up doing 10 people, and seeing people that I never thought would come to God. Back when I was unsure about even starting my group, I was like, I don't know if these people would ever even want to do this. And seeing people like that, walk in this pool and want to get baptized on a cold Monday night, it was amazing. It was really great to see. And that's really the journey that the Lord took me through with leading and starting me with Jesus Disciple.
I looked up to Brandon, and I would say I want to be like him, but I felt like hopeless almost, where like I saw the way he was able to do things. I saw the way that he was able to walk confidently and do set things, and I admire that. But I just felt like that wasn't for me. That wasn't a gift for me, where that's just Brandon. He's just this. But then when he started the group and he started reading, like, my life was going in a spot where there was a lot of things happening, and I was in a spot where I was dealing with stuff, and I was realizing that everything I saw in the world and everything I wanted was gonna leave me empty. And I felt the Holy Spirit's presence, and I felt like my life had a calling and had a purpose that was bigger than football, or that was bigger than what people thought of me. And since that Bible study, I realized okay, this is something I want to do, where I don't want to waste my life. I don't want to waste my time on stuff with girls or with football or with people thinking I'm this or people thinking I'm that. And just as I started being around it more, and as I started being in my word more, I watched as the Lord sanctified my heart. I watched as the Lord changed the way that I walked, the way that I talked, the way that I viewed people and I viewed things. And it wasn't a day and night switch where everything was perfect. It was a process, and just being in the word and having a plan to follow and having people to look up to and a community around is what changed me.
Rocco's always told me that my yes has meant so much to him and to his family, and that was one of the first things that really impacted me was after I began to disciple Rocco and my other friend Noah, and I started to see their sisters come to church and their parents come to church. And I never even imagined that something that I would say yes to, something that I would start, would lead to my friends' families coming to God. And that has been one of the most valuable things to me to see as a leader. And it's really the greatest thing you can see as a leader, is seeing the people that you've put so much time and love into, seeing that flourish, and not only seeing them come to God, but their families come to God. So for anyone out there that is worried about starting a group or thinks, I'm not the best speaker, I'm not the best leader, I don't have even people that I think I can lead, I would encourage you with, there's so many people on the other side of your yes, and people waiting that the Lord has put in your proximity and your influence, and they're waiting for you to say yes and to lead them. And I never thought I would be leading this guy. I never thought I'd be leading my teammates. Back when I was a freshman and a sophomore, I used to look up to them like I was like, dude, those guys are, they're out doing their thing. They would never want to do this. But I said yes, and the Lord moved, and that's all he needs. All he needs is a yes, and he's gonna move on your behalf.
I watch as Brandon's yes turns into 20, 30 people who are growing, and it's not addition. Your yes turns into multiplication, and like, it's crazy to think about. And I tell Brandon this all the time. I tell him where if you would have said no, and if you would have been scared, and if I passed away, I would burn. And if you would have been scared and you said no, and my family passed away or my close friends passed away, they would burn. And the reality of it is the people the Lord's putting in front of you, salvations, are worth so much more than what you want to do. And they're worth so much more than how people think of you. And the Lord wants to use who's ever hearing this is yes, to go answer someone else's prayers, and to go save someone's son, to go save someone's daughter. And that saving someone's daughter and saving someone's son and getting them to know Jesus is so much more important than having fun. In seeing that fruit grow, in seeing Noah come around, in seeing Noah's sisters, Abby and Lonnie, come around, in seeing my sister come around. And it's like, it's crazy to think about how life would look like if Brandon said, Lord, you're calling me to do this, but I'm too nervous because I don't know what those football kids are going to think about me. Like, I don't want my teammates to think I'm weird. We can't take nothing to heaven besides people. And when you grasp that your ego, what people think of you, your persona that you're putting up means nothing. And I say it's for the moths, because the stuff we prize so much is going to rot away. But Brandon's yes and my salvation, and Noah's salvation, and the twins' salvation, and my family's salvation, and Noah's family salvation, and the people we're reaching, that is eternity. And that is something that no one can take away. And that comes, and popularity and fun comes in no comparison to that. And so if you feel ready to do it and you want to jump into it, just dive in and have faith and just watch as the Lord works.